Alrighty, welcome back. We're back at it. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera. Today I'm going to try to get this bumper chrome for you and get it put on the car. Before I start, I want to come over and just take a look at the grill real quick. I did a little bit more to it. I took a piece of metal and closed in the bottom of it, ran another piece of chrome over top of that chrome, ran a piece of chrome down the side so you could not tell where it was cut. Ran a piece over that side and ran a piece up the center. I'm liking it. It looks awesome. If you do not like that grill, you must think about this grill. This grill has already been worked. You can see the filler on the bottom of it in places where it's been welded in the backside on each end, and it's been painted. I'd much rather that than that, but that's me, and that's me. So let's go for it. What I'm doing right at the present moment is I got a bolt that I'm sticking into the bumper so I can weld or put the bumper on with no bolts. And I guess they call that smoothing the bumper off. And what I like to do is I like to get the one with the little head on it like that. Got a little washer. It's got a fixed washer sort of deal thing. Shove it in the hole and then weld it in there. Before I do that, I have to just grind the head down a little bit. I've got 3 of them done now. You can see that the bumper was worked before where they did some welding across there, so it had a little bit of filler and stuff in it, and that's okay. No harm, no foul. Where I've welded them on, I just took a little bit of filler and put them on to smooth them off so the bumper does not really have any dents in it. It can have highs and lows in it, but I'm just trying to take them out the best I can. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to take the grinder and knock off the star points of the head of the bolt so I can shove it in the hole, and then we'll weld it in. Get back here. I'm not done with you yet. Let's try it. And the reason I like the washered head is because when I put the bolt in there, just like that, I can just get it sit flush just like that. And then also I can run a little bit of weld on the back side of it. If you were going to send this to be chromed and you were smoothing off the front, you would want something on the back side to make it, I'm just going to stick that on there. To make it a little bit stronger for when you bolt it on. Because I have done it where you try to weld the bolt on the outside only, and then when you go to tighten the bumper up, it can actually pull your chrome and bust out. So if you're doing something like this, I suggest that you do a little bit of work around the backside for extra support. Everybody needs a little help sometimes. Jolene looks amazing today, as always. As always. Thanks for coming back, everybody. We're going to chrome a bumper today. And you know what? I'm excited to chrome the bumper today because I get to see what the front of the car looks like with the chrome bumper. The bumpers were painted on this car and they have been worked. So for me to put chrome on them, I find they look just a little bit better. I mean, everybody likes a little bit of chrome. You know, when in doubt, chrome it out. So they say. Chrome doesn't get you home though. I'm hoping that I can get the bumper on. I did not try the bolts on the bumper brackets themselves. I'm hoping that I can get it on, so you'll get to see whether I can or whether I can't. And this would be extra welding that would hold the bolt on if you were getting chrome somewhere. We are using the Cal's custom chrome. I call it the Bad Chad flexible chrome. You can call it whatever you want, just don't call me late for supper. I got a little extra going on there on the front. Just going to take a grinder. We'll grind that off. Sorry for the noise, but just digging it down a little bit so I have some room for the weld, obviously. I would never want to leave the bolt right to the top because when I grind it off, you'll be grinding all your weld off. So that's why I dug into it there a little bit. Just a little bit. Heard it none. I'm going to leave it like that. We've got it welded up nice. Jolene was looking on the internet yesterday and she found that someone had wrote an article about Jolene. And it was fantastic. Great article. There was only one mistake. They said I finished the Bugatti. There was only one mistake and they said I finished it, which I have not yet, and I will. I will. Now I've got this grinder here. It's got a flapper wheel on it. I've used to grind a couple of them off already. I've got another one over there that is new. This one I've ground them all off, but it's nice and flat. You know, it's got a nice flat back to it. When you start grinding it with the flapper wheel and other different wheels, you can sort of dig into it too much. If I hold this on there flat, sometimes I can get that going flat instead of having to put a little bit of fill on it. I probably will put a little fill on it just because I want the bumper. I want the bumper to be as best it can be before I put the chrome on it, because you can see waves and imperfections in it underneath the chrome if it's significant. So you can see, that's not bad though, not bad. I think we'll get away with that one instead of putting filler on it. You can see how I got that nice and flat. You can see where the chrome was before, that's fine. The bumper has been worked and we're not minding it, it's okay. And the reason it's okay is because look how old the car is, and no harm, no foul. We're putting the chrome on it, the Cal's custom chrome, the bad Chad flexible chrome. And also, as you look at that, or anybody looks at that and says, whatever, it's going to fall off, or you don't like it, or it's not going to last. Well, how easy is it to replace it if something happens to it? If I don't like a piece on there, I just pull it off and put a new piece on. You know, it's not like generally when you chrome something, you use the whole package. So I've got chrome left over. So at any point in time, I can re-chrome it any way I want to. If you get a piece of chrome done and it goes bad on you, you're not going to re-chrome it. Nope, you're going to have to send it away and pull money out of your pocket. And that's the way it'll be. Just going to sand this off. This is just a alternative for somebody that wants a nice chrome bumper, is not going to spend a bunch of money. If you've got thousands and thousands of dollars and you can afford a chrome bumper, sure, go ahead. I would never tell you not to chrome a bumper. I would never ever do that. Sure, spend your money, go for it. But what I'm saying is, for the people that do not have a bunch of money for re-chroming a bumper, this is an inexpensive and practical way to be able to play with everybody else. And why would we not want everybody to play? Everybody should be able to play the game. That's what it's all about. You can tell the bumper's been worked before. You can see the chips in it. Got a little wave going on there, but got a little wave going on there, and I'm just going to go with it. Let's face it, I can spend all day filling it out and doing stuff with it, but all right, time to take the gloves off. Time to take the gloves off. These 80 grits don't come off too bad. I don't need the heat gun for that. Just trying to smooth this out. We'll have to put a little bit of paint in place on the bare metal, just to make sure we have a good surface. Holding the DA flat helps to make something flat. I hope you realize that. If you don't, I just told you. Take this, put this aside. Just take it moving. Feels good. Just gonna sand it. Before you put any paint on something, you should sand it. Taking all the chips out of it. I don't mind that anybody paints their bumpers. I don't mind that. It doesn't bother me a bit. But for me, not good. I'd rather the chrome. You know, if you have to paint your bumpers, that's fine. That is fine. But for me, on my rides, I try to put the chrome on just because I enjoy it more. Just trying to trip myself, huh? Just try and trip myself. This was worked. I put a little some filler on it just to Yay. That's going to fall down, so it's going to go down here now. Can't keep watching that. Try to sand that. So we'll take that off. Put it back on in a minute. Now I'm really working this, and the reason I'm working it is because I want to get it done within the time I'm allowing myself to get it chromed and put on the car. I do not even know if the bolts are going to line up, but that's fine. We'll figure it out when we get there. If we have to hit it with a hammer, we will. Won't we, baby? All right. She's on my side, boys. She's on my side. We're going to throw some quick dry paint on this thing. outside. And we'll paint it in here and we'll carry it outside to throw some quick dry paint on it so it has something on it. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes and 2 license bracket holes. So that made 7 holes in the carroll and the bumper all together. We just welded them up before we started, just so you didn't have to watch me do them all. Alrighty, I'm going to say that one's good enough. I'm going to say that one's good enough. There's a couple little, probably little dents in it that aren't the best. We're going to go for it. Like I said, this stuff, if anything happens, put a new piece on. And it's not going to cost you $1 million. All it's going to cost you is a little bit of time, which is a good thing when it comes to cars, a little bit of time. I'm just going to take this. I don't know if this will, don't smell anything on it. Probably wash my hand. Probably should have a good one, but we're just going to spray some spray bomb paint on this, just so we have no bare metal showing. That's all. The reason I put a little bit of filler on, because some of the bolt holes, or the bolt holes, were sucked in from putting the bumper on really tight. Some reason, somehow, some why, everybody wants to tighten the bumper on so tight that it sucks in the holes. And it's okay by me, does not matter, but that's generally what happens when you're putting on your bumper. You think it has to go on as tight as anything, but I guess. So we're going from painted grill and bumper to a chrome bumper, hopefully within the hour. So I'm going to paint this and then we're going to set it outdoors. So I got some fast dry acrylic lacquer. It says premium automotive formulation, quick drying, good adhesion. Jolene looked absolutely amazing today. Me and Jolene went to a basketball game last night. And it was good. We got to see a couple good different things, didn't we, baby? Me and Jolene went to our local college basketball game, the girls' basketball game. She took me out to supper, and she took her mother out to supper, and her stepdaddy. We went out to supper, and then we went to the game. We got to see the raising of, they were the champions of Canada last year, and also her last name was McDonald, broke the scoring record of all-time Acadia women, which was kind of exciting, you know, to be there at 2 big exciting moments when we've never been there in years. It was kind of cool. It's good. Go Acadia. This is very thin, but maybe that's why it dries good. Let's get some paint on it. Now, I could have worked this bumper until it was perfect before I put the chrome on, but perfect is not in my vocabulary right at the present moment. Talking to Jim, Jolene was talking to Jim today. He's having a hard time getting that paint matched up and making himself happy. He's going to go out the door, I guess. He's going to paint some of the door now. We got to get out there and see him. But he's doing what he wants to do, obviously, or he wouldn't do it. And basically, when Jim throws those videos out there, he's basically showing that you can do the exact same thing he's doing. He's painting it in an old milk barn with all the stuff around him. He is painting a Ferrari. He's taking it apart. He's masking it up with flyers and painting it himself with just normal paint. Really, what can I say by the paint? It's not base clear, the best paint that you can get, obviously. It's probably the most practical paint that he could get and use. He's painting with a $15 gun that I give him from Princess Auto. And also, I also seen a comment on there that they went out and seen Jim, that paint job that he's throwing on that car is a showroom paint job. And I believe it because he's buffed it and made it look that way. And basically, I'm saying that if he can do it, anybody can do it. And just because he's doing it his way does not mean it's the wrong way. It's his way. You do it the way you want to do it. But basically, he's telling me, or probably showing the world, if they want to watch, that they can do it just as well as he can. You do not need this big shop to do a fantastic job. And if you ever see Jimbo's car in person, you would have to say, wow. You would say, wow, I guarantee it. Because his paint job looks absolutely awesome. Even though he's having, issues here and there, he'll get it and he will fix it. But it does give inspiration to let you know that you can do the exact same thing that he's doing. I'm going to take this outdoors. I'm thinking that's enough paint. I'm hoping that's enough paint. Just going to take it outdoors. Just give it maybe 5 minutes. Not looking for a perfect job. I'm just chroming the bumper to make it look better. So I'm really happy with the bump or the grill. I got it looking better to me. It looks really nice. It looks sort of finished. I'm going to show you something while we're doing. Put a new disc on this. You can see I put some finished pieces down the side so you can't tell where it's been cut. A piece in the center so you can't tell where, kind of give it a center look, I guess. No worries, sweetheart. Let's take a flapper. We were going to take one of these wheels. They're probably a 24 grit. It's got a nice backing on it. So if you're really wanting to straighten out your metal or grind your metal or something, this is really good because it'll take metal off to flatten something out. I said I was going to do it yesterday, but I did not. So on this side piece of the car where I weld that on there, I did butt weld that. And when you grind that with a grinder or a hard disc or anything like that, you can, what can I say? You can dig at it and cause issues. But I grabbed this wheel and I just done it yesterday. I done it there quickly with that one. Let's do this one. I like when you're holding it flat, I'm just hitting the weld. And also, when you look at this weld, it should be one, even though it's thin there, it should be one continuous weld all the way along with no misses. If it's got a miss in it, that means it's got a pinhole and able for penetration of water or moisture to pop something off. I'm saying that I got a pretty good line of weld there. There's one little issue right there, but I think that if I ground a little bit further, it's going to be fine. Not bad, not bad. Little issue right there, and I don't know if I go back in for that or not, but I think it's not bad. I can grind it more, but I don't think it's necessary. That's a great little 24 grit, hold it flat. It'll grind it off really nice. I'm not going to grind anything off around the light right now because I have the stainless there, but that works really nice. You want to hold it flat, and we know that we had a gap in there. If you watch it all, there was a gap there, and I just welded it shut and ground it off nice. Let's do another one. We got a couple minutes. That right there, see that one there? When we're talking that one there, see we got a nice weld all the way along there. It's already all welded, no problems. That's why when you weld something, you want to try to, every time you do it, you want to overlap them so they look like quarters, and that way there, when it comes time to grind it off, you've got a nice straight bead of weld there. Not scared to take it down the distance because I zip cutted it and butt welded it. If the metal's tight together, there's not, you haven't got much to grind off. Where I had a zip cut with in between it, I know that I've got penetration. We're hoping that I do. Not bad. So basically, that's what we were hoping for. We've got no places that we're going to go back in for or anything like that. I'm saying it's fine. Let's go and check our bumper. Man, I'm excited. I'm getting a new chrome bumper today. Getting a new chrome bumper. Not bad. A little bit. We'll just wait a little bit. Just a little bit. So that's basically the color that was on it before as we looked there. And like I said before, the grill has been worked. I'm going to save it obviously because there's no sense me throwing it away, but you can see how it's been welded up before in that end. You can see it's got a little piece put in there in that end. You can see it's had a piece welded in there on that end. I've got a bracket welded in there and some body filler there. That's fine. It had to be fixed to do what he had to do. But what I'm saying is, you know, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to paint it again. And basically, the chrome, I keep talking about it, but let's face it, if you want a little bit of chrome on your car, also, let's let this dry for a minute. I got a little bit of chrome right here I want to show you. I was going to show you yesterday, but I'm going to show you today. Now, there's different applications of this stuff. You can get 1/8, you can get 1/4 inch, you can get probably 1.5 inches, I think. I got some toolboxes up there. Let's take a little bit of this. You can get the wheel well molding stuff. It's all different applications you can get. So this is what I'm going to do. So I was going to show you the chrome around the car. I'm not doing the whole car right now, but I'm going to show you. Cuts with a pair of scissors. You couldn't ask any easier than that. Cut something with a pair of scissors. I wouldn't think. Let's cut this with a pair of scissors. This is just a junk off of the stuff. Some of the plastic has changed in this. I noticed the plastic in this is black. It's much harder. The plastic in the new roll that was given to me is white. So I feel there's something different going on. So we have the stainless going around the door. I still have the stainless. I still have some of the clips. It goes around and we go around the roof. I tried the stainless around the roof and I could get it to work. Yes, I could. But if, you know, where I'm at with this car and how I feel and how I think, I would, you know, I can't see the stainless looking any better than what I'm going to put on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a piece of this chrome. I'm going to run the 1/4 inch chrome around the car. And when I run that 1/4 inch around that car, it's going to fit perfect. There's no choice unless I put it on crooked. And I have been known to do that. But you know what I do? I take it back off and put another piece on. Now, this will be my stainless that I'll run, or my new chrome that I run around my car. So we've got a, isn't that beautiful? Huh? Run that all the way around the car. You would think the stainless on that thing was perfect. It's got a nice little molding there, a nice little flat there, so a little bigger on the bottom. So now what I'll do is I'll come in with a piece of tape like Jolene set us up with the front. We'll mark it, we'll bring it along to the door, we'll cut our pieces, we'll run our first piece along with the door, then we'll run our second piece along there. Then we'll do the exact same thing all the way around the roof to the other side, and we will have brand new chrome on the car that looks like stainless. And it'll be a little bit fancier because the stainless on the car does not look like that. It's just flat. And this stuff, you must admit, it bends up easy if you're taking it off and you're not careful. I think we got this looking pretty good. This one didn't get bent up too much. We got one clip, and they're hard to get off and on. But you'll have to tell me which looks better. You know, I know this is the original piece, I know. But if you think about the car, none of it's mostly original. It's kind of a custom thing. But to me, that there with the double ribs on it looks better than just the single rib. And I will make it fit perfectly all the way around, which we know stainless usually does not. And if you do not have the stainless for your car, what I'm going to tell you is get some bad Chad flexible chrome and chrome your car up. Make it look good, you know. Why not? Why not? Why would you not? Now, you can take this sort of stuff and be painted chrome. I'm not sure what this bumper would cost if you were going to do a brand new bumper, or to get it chromed. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Basically, I just don't know. I'm sure it would be in the hundreds, if not, it'd be in the hundreds for sure, if not 1,000. So if you're able to do that, man, that's fantastic. Happy for you. But if you're not able to do that and you want a chrome bumper, I would say you're looking towards this, and you can chrome your bumper any way you want to. You can chrome it with the 1/4-inch piece, and then a 3/4-inch piece. You can do it that way if you want to. So if you have an issue, like if there's a hard turn on this one here, I don't know if I'm going to have an issue or not, but we're soon going to find out. Let's get some chrome out and start chroming. What's that? Trying the bumper on? Jolene wants to know if I'm trying the bumper on first. I can. Do you want me to? What's that, sweetheart? I can hammer the back of it where I need to be, I guess. I can. Geez, I don't want to know if it fits or not already. Now, I've got to know where the bottom is. I know where the bottom is because it had the 2 holes for the... And if it doesn't fit, I'm going to... That one fits. Yep. Who's your daddy? Huh? Now, I guess we can say it's done. Well, not really. Let's chrome it. Let's chrome it. That went on nice. One for the good guys, boys. One for the good guys. I got lucky. I got a little piece of chrome running off here. Not going to worry about it. Let's get some chrome rocking and rolling. I know I give these guys quite a shout out for their material, but it really makes me happy that I can make something look good with their material. So I have no problem giving a shout out because I like it. I'd like to be able to, maybe I should put it back on the car and do it. That might be easier. That way there it'll hold it for me. Let's put it back on the car. Back on the car. I'm gonna put a nut and a washer on so it can't fall off. Jolene, you're so smart. Nope. She said, aren't you going to put that bumper on before you do that? I'm glad I did, because you know why? Because I get to chrome it. Another thing too, people. If you're not able to take suggestions or like that, take suggestions, that means you know it all and it's over. And if you know it all, it's over, like life is over. Basically what I'm saying is you should be able to, you know, I take suggestions from Jolene every day, and I go through them whether I like them or not. I don't take them all, but I sure do take the ones that work better than mine, and that would be very smart of me, would it not? And I am not building the car for the guy that wants a $500,000 car. No, I'm not. I am building the car for the guy that wants to build the car the most practical way he can. And basically I'm building the car for the most practical way I can. And the reason being is it makes me happy that I'm not spending all this money to do it. And to be able to play with someone that has spent all that money. And I can tell you how I know this, because I've had cars go to SEMA before. I've had 2 cars go to SEMA. And I can guarantee you one thing. It's probably the cheapest made car there. And they moved other cars to put mine there. So, and that's the truth. And that's the truth. Look at that now, would you? Alrighty. I'm liking the chrome on this, the new plastic on the chrome here. I'm liking it, and the reason I say that is because it seems to be cut easier than the black plastic and the chrome I cut on the side of the door. Man, that chrome molding looks nice. It just needs to be a little bit longer. Alrighty. Now this is the part where I don't want to put the chrome on the floor. What's that? This is what I'm, yeah, you can hold it if you want to, please and thank you. Can you hold and film at the same time? Imagine, who you talking to, she says. Huh, who you talking to? You're talking to Jolene, Queen Jolene, man. She can do anything. Just gonna cut it. I don't really want it to fall, but try not to scratch chrome, boys. Got to, you know, it's got to be what it's got to be, so we'll just go from there. Go from there. Now, I'm going to see, this is where it gets tricky. This bumper is not perfectly, but we gotta start somewhere. Start somewhere. Ooh, that stuff's sticky. What? Plastic. Yep, I can get them, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying, how that turns down there? So we're gonna have to go by judgment, I guess. I'm gonna go like that. Nope. Come on off. Just took some of my paint. I gotta, damn it. That took right into the paint. That stuff good. There's a credit for it right there. We're gonna go right to the edge. And the reason I'd say that pulled that paint, because we're not perfectly dry yet. I mean, have to get real. We just put it outside for a couple minutes. We're kind of doing the pre-rush thing, but it's got some sticky stuff on her. I did that right or not. That one's right on that side. We're going to call it right. We are so. We're going to call it right. That is stuck down. That's not going nowheres unless we pull the paint off. Right, baby? Right? Not going in. Want to hold that again for me, sweetie pie? Just give me a little bit beyond. Just trying to get it down around here. Just get it up on that. It's funny how I'm treating this stuff. You think it was $1,000 chrome, but it is what it is. Trying to make it look as nice as possible. There's many different ways to cut this stuff too, and I've cut it. Jeez. I've cut it multiple different ways. Gotta be careful. That stuff's sticky. Hard to see sometimes too, because it's chrome shining right back at you. Oh well. Guess we're gonna drag it on the ground there for a bit. And I guess it's a good idea to paint underneath your bumper a silver or chrome look. So sticky, nice, nice. Not as nice as you, Jolene, but it's nice. We'll just carry it right down until whatever happens, happens, I guess. It's basically how I'm going to do it. If you want to go to the other side, sweetheart, you're already there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You got enough around there, do you? I don't like that on the floor, but this could be a two-person job if you don't want the chrome down on the ground, but we have to understand that. I understand what the car is, you know. We're just welding up an old car. You have to remember, this was I'm going to do something here for a second. Just going to let Jolene hold that. Got a couple clamps here. A couple little teeny clamps. Just going to clamp it down around the corner just to make sure that we have it sticking where we want it to stick, right? Now come to the other side. Just gonna clamp that down. Oh, sorry. Pull the bun right out of your head. Don't want to do that, do I, sweetheart? Heck, I got the clamps, so why not use them? You know, got the clamps, why not use them? This is a different shaped bumper, so all I did is went with the top, and then I'm going to cruise my way down through, and whatever it turns out like, it turns out like, and I'm going to be happy. Yeah, what? This is not on the bumper. Oh, okay. Well, can't see, that's why. Pretty hard to pull that off now. Just trying to get that together there. Yeah, if I pulled that off now, sweetheart, we'd have our kerfuffle, I think. Never see that, baby. Let's keep rocking. Let's keep rocking. Just looking at how it's fitting. And the reason being is we got a different shaped bumper going on there. If you want to hold that side. If you want to hold the other end, sweetheart. I swear to God I was in a race, wouldn't you? Huh? Yeah, just have to take your time, stick it on. Oh, you think so? It's all right, sweetheart. Now I gotta. Oh, that's. Didn't want to. Well, that's a difficult spot there. Take your time though. Awesome. Ouch. Ooh. She said it, boys. She said it looks good. Looks good. I'm gonna cut that off. A little bit long right there on that end. Kicked them scissors, didn't I? A little bit long. Easier to come around. Good. Awesome. Back into the tickle trunk. Hitting the scissors on the floor to get rid of the metal. Metal sticking to the scissors. So the only way that I think that the chrome is ever coming off, if the paint comes off. And we sanded it, and we probably didn't maybe let it dry the longest, but let's grab a new one, sweetheart. Grab the length, and I'll cut it, put it right back in the box. Not sure. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. I'm thinking of getting it out front there. Oh. I'm gonna cut it. Julie's gonna go to the other side. I'm gonna have to get down. I'm gonna have to get down. I probably should have wrapped it maybe from the center first, maybe. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. Not going on there the greatest. Rip my paint off. Don't know if I can use that piece now or not. Let's just do this. Roll this piece back up. Rip the paint off, it did. Cut that. Probably going to be too short. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to... Can you want to go over the other side and see if it's still long enough? What? Probably should have started it in the middle. Run the chrome through the middle first, you know what I mean? I got it wrapped around the end here. It's going on good. It's just, it's really having a hard time around that corner right there. Probably should have started it at the middle. Alrighty, let's make a new piece. Let's try it again. Would never throw that away. Just got a little piece of that chrome right there, ripped off the paint as I did it. Put it up where you need it, where I need it, sort of. Just put her in the face of it. Now, this is getting tricky. I want to take it on that end. That's what I'm going to do. Leave the end for a minute and come back to it. See what happens. Because it looks so good. That go. I'm gonna have to let that go. Let that go right on top of that. I'm gonna let it do. See what happens. How much I can do. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's do it again. It's working me, boys. It's working me. Where's the end? Right where? At the end. Okay. Let's just take it around the front there so we can get enough on it. But hold it up a little bit. Hoping I can just wrap it around the ends, because it really is making it hard. Awesome. Awesome. That raked my shirt, didn't it? Now, if you're spending more time, you probably could do a beautiful job where I'm trying to do this in a short amount of time. You can see me struggle, or watch me struggle. Watch me struggle. Alright, that gives it, just knocks it off there a little bit. Awesome. Awesome. Getting harder as I get down in there, isn't it? It's going good though. I'll give it that. It's going good. Not bad, eh? Let's do another one. Damn it. I know, but that's the inside piece, I think it is, or I don't know, whatever. It don't matter as long as we get to the finished product, I guess. There it is. I kick the scissors over to me. What? Start in the middle there, so I got enough. You got some. Cook them with gas. A couple more, and then we'll be where I need to be. Beautiful. You are, John. Getting harder and harder. Down on my face. Get down. Yeah, if you can't see what's going on, get down. Get down. Good job. Fina smells. Now I'm going to get down, put this on where it needs to go. It's so shiny that I can barely see where, if you know what I'm trying to say. Awesome. 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 I'm going to cut that off. It made me happy. Keep that little piece. Good. I just keep little pieces in case. Step back and take a look at the handiwork. Right on. What do you think? Huh? Whoop, whoop. Now, what? What's that, sweetheart? No. She's talking me to paint the car, boys, and I'm thinking, I'm not sure about that. Let's cut another one, please and thank you. So we got one, maybe two left. There, take that one. Ah, that's it. Well, hold that one there for a sec, see if that one will work. Too short, ain't it? Can you come over to the, right about there? You only has to come so far. See? Come right over there. Let's try it. Hoping. Should we lay this last one? Think it'll work? We're going for it, boys. We're going for it. We're going for it. Yeah, I would say that's our awesome. So this is the one that the paint come off, and we end up taking this off. Hoping that we got enough. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Wow. Now, we've got a little bit of room for one more piece. Got a little thing going on there, but not much we're gonna do with that. You can't really tell anyways, can you? Geez, what do you think? Just leave it? You can't see it. There's about 1/4 of an inch down there. I could take and run a thin piece along there. Let's do it. I've got this. Would that look funny down there? Does that finish it, or does that look funny? Or you can't tell? Leave it. What's that? Okay. So let's cut one end off, just so they know how I'm going to cut it. With the grinder. I'm going to cut it off with a grinder, and I'm going to shape it with a flapper wheel. Sorry, Spirit. Flapper wheel. Beautiful. A little going on there, but that's fine. Now I'll cut and do the flap reel the other side the exact same way. We have a chrome bumper. Take a little piece of sandpaper, sand that off there. I'm not going to sand the chrome, obviously, but I'm going to just sand the plastic off the edge. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Now, I could have done it many different ways, but that's the way I did it. I could have started from the middle. It might have made it easier if I started from the middle and worked my way and found my distance. If I come in here and did the middle first, and then I could have, it wouldn't have got funny on me on the ends. But I did what I had to do to get it done, and I did it. You have to ask yourself, what looked better? That or paint? All right, everybody. Like, comment, share. Have a great day. And do it your way. See you tomorrow.